weather. Your First Alert starts now with First Alert 6 at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Erin Sullivan.
I'm Brian Mastery. Let's get right into our top 6 headlines at 6.
Omaha police have arrested a 71-year-old woman accusing her of murdering her 76-year-old husband. Officers found Donald Bogatz dead in their home last night. His wife Brenda was arrested for criminal homicide.
You're innocent until proven guilty.
Nebraska State Senator Dan McEwen today responding to allegations he inappropriately touched a woman over her clothes at a Lincoln party this spring. He's pleaded not guilty to a charge of disturbing the peace. McEwen faces a vote to expel him from the legislature at the start of the new session in January.
An Omaha woman charged in a Christmas homicide argues she was defending herself from her boyfriend, not committing murder, as the prosecution alleges. Court documents claim Mary Uris Velasquez Mendoza and Angel Gonzalez Sanchez were drinking when they got into an argument. That's when Velasquez Mendoza allegedly stabbed Gonzalez Sanchez, who later died at the hospital.
A new Nebraska law taking effect on Thursday will eliminate a tax credit for grocery stores and restaurants donating to food pantries. Lawmakers say this was needed to help balance the state's budget, but food pantry staff worry this will squeeze them even more at a time of high demand.
New England Patriots star Stefon Diggs facing assault and strangulation charges. Court records show Diggs is accused of attacking a private chef on December 2nd during a fight over money.
Less than 24 hours from Nebraska's bowl matchup, number 15 Utah in Las Vegas. We will take you there live in the next half hour. We'll take